Hi, I'm Kyria, and I'm here with Deborah Mendoza, and we're going through leg and footwork on the Guillotine Tower. This is a wonderful place to experience leg and footwork because it very specifically places the pelvis and gives that sense of really elongating the spine. It also gives a lot of feedback in terms of tracking of the legs, the hip, the knee, and the ankle joints, and gives the client a visual as to which side is leading, if there is a side that's leading. So it's a lot of self-feedback, self-monitoring. So I'm going to ask Deborah to start with her feet on the bar in a prehensile position. And what we'll do is just look at the placement of the pelvis and placement of the legs. And in this position, you can see that she's at a slight angle. And so she has that flexibility. Most of our clients don't. I'm going to ask Deb to move back so that there's a plumb line straight from the center of the ankles down through the center of the hips, and so you see a vertical line through the legs, and this is where we want to start with leg and footwork. So in this prehensile position with the toes firmly wrapped around the bar, the sacrum firmly placed on the mat, and the arms reaching long by her sides, I'll ask her to exhale and plie, folding first from the hips, and try to get as deep of a plie as she can, and then inhale, extend the legs up. And we'll do that 4 times. Exhale, plie, each time progressively deeper, and up. And she's looking at her knees, she's looking at her ankles, and she can see the tracking through the hip joint. And up, and let's do that one more time. Exhale, plie. And inhale, extend. And then take a full breath to press up to releve. So notice that even placement of the weight across the ball of the foot. The toes are pulled back. And then from here, flex again from the hips. And extend up. And again, flex from the hips. And up without moving the placement of the ankle or the foot. And extend up one more time. Flex from the hips. And extend up. And then we could go into a flex releve from here. So she flexes her heels to the ceiling, pressing up through the balls of the feet. And again, flex and press. And she's trying to keep the bar perfectly horizontal. So if one side is leading, the tracking will be slightly off. So it's, again, a wonderful tool for that monitoring. And last time, flex, press up. Then I'm going to ask her to release her right foot just to the other side of the bar. And we'll do a little bit of single leg work. So she flexes her left hip as she extends the right and comes up. And again, extend and lift. 2 more times. Last one, opening one hip while flexing the other and up, placing the right foot on the bar. Releasing the left, same thing. And open and flex. And lift up. And again. Last 2. And last one. So there's a whole series of single leg exercises that we could do here, but we'll keep it simple. And then placing both feet on the bar, we'll come to a turned out position. And we're looking for an equilateral triangle between the feet. And the weight is placed right on the 2nd and 3rd metatarsals. So again, she's placing the pelvis firmly down onto the mat and bending into that turned out position and drawing the legs together. And again, bend and extend. So it's a very clean placement of the pelvis. Clear articulation through the hip. One more time. And a little deeper plie, folding into the hip. And then pressing up. And then from here, simply rotating back to a parallel position. This is an open parallel. And I'll have her flex from the hip again. And press up. And then flex the feet and the ankles. And up, combining that movement. Flex. So with the legs apart, it becomes a little more difficult to track the legs. And she wants to draw those kneecaps straight down towards her, extending up, flex the ankles, and up one more time. And press, and the ankles, pressing up and then wrapping the toes, pulling back to a prehensile position, and then internally rotate the legs, something we don't do enough, I believe, in most Pilates practices. And then from this internal rotation, again, flexing from the hips. So it's a smaller movement for most of your clients. And again, and let's do that 2 more times. And flex and extend. And extend, and then rotate back to parallel. So draw the legs together. And place the heels right in the center of the bar. So in this position, you want to be sure that the heels are stable, not too far forward, too far back. Strongly flex at the ankle joints, and again, flex from the hips. So this is a little deeper hamstring stretch. Requires more movement through the hips. And extend 1 more time, and flex. And extend, and then deep flexion in the hips, coming all the way down. Release the feet from the bar and extend the legs all the way out. And take 2 breaths to imprint the back of the body. And 1 more deep breath in, and exhale. That was leg and footwork on the Guillotine Tower. Provides wonderful pelvic stabilization, hip articulation, feedback for the client in terms of tracking the leg and alignment. And it's really not possible to get this same sort of information and feedback on other apparatus in a Pilates studio.